All right. Hi, everyone. Good morning. We're going to get started here at, say, 11:04, 11:05. We'll get it started. Looking forward to it.
Order for who's here. Do you have any specific dietary restrictions or prefer anything for lunch? I'll get individually order. You want pizza, you want salad, you want hoagie, you want wrap. What would you like?
What a guy. What a guy you doing? How you doing?
Cool. Salad like chicken or something like that. Cool. All right. Cool. And what about for yourself?
Where are you going with, Anna?
I said a salad.
Salad. Wherever. I mean, I want something a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wherever.
Chicken. Salad and chicken.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds great.
What about salad, chicken, stuff like that?
That sounds great.
Is there any preference on the dressing or anything?
No.
What about for you, Blake? Any preference on dressing?
We'll be starting at 11:05. Starting at 11:05. Starting at 11:05. 11:05. All right, we'll be starting in 2 minutes here. 2 minutes.
works now.
It's exciting.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Monday. It is a great start to the week. I wanted to start off by our presentation today is our 10K seller's guarantee. What you all can do to win more deals out in the marketplace. This is something that's very unique to Summit Mortgage. It's one of our tools in our tool belt and one of the reasons why we were brought into the brokerage. So I'm very excited to share our program with you all on this lovely Monday. Let me make sure everybody can hear me all right before I get into it. All right, can everybody hear me? Give me a thumbs up or just type in the chat. Appreciate you, appreciate you. All right. Okay, back to it. All right, so glad that you all can hear me. All right, couple things about me. Hi, my name is Ian McKee with Summit Mortgage. Been a loan officer for a couple years now. In order to get my contact information, you could actually just scan the QR code right there, and that'll have my direct work cell phone. It'll have my Instagram on there as well as my work email. So all of my contact information is right there. Just scan it. You can download the contact and then shoot me a message. I'd really appreciate it. So I a couple things about me before I get into the whole presentation. I work at the 1619 location 5 days a week. I live in the city, actually 5 blocks away from the office. So it's very easy for me to come in and work on a file or talk to some borrowers. Really enjoy being so close to the office and being so readily available to my clients, to my realtor partners. Very grateful for that. I've always been service oriented. When I was 14 years old, actually when I was 10 years old, I started as a golf course caddy, and I had done that up until I was like 22. So I always had service in the back of my mind. And I also had the opportunity to do the Disney college program when I was an undergraduate in college. So when I was 19 years old, I went down to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida, and started off outdoor food service and beverage. Went to a character audition my first week, and within my first month of being down in Orlando, Florida, I ended up being friends with Goofy and Tigger and Baloo, and I was doing that for probably like 10 months, just having a ball in Orlando, Florida, just making kids smile. It was a good time. It was a good time. So I've always had service in my heart, and I'm grateful to have been part of the brokerage now. We've been here at Summit Mortgage has been here at Keller Williams for about 3.5 months, and it's just been a blessing meeting a lot of you folks and connecting and being a part of this brokerage in this city. So our 10K seller's guarantee is really geared up to be a problem solved in the current marketplace. So what are some of the challenges that you're facing in today's market? We have Anna here. Anna DePaul here. She said multiple offer situations. Maybe bid over ask.
Over asking, yeah, almost everything.
So, and how are FHA offers, FHA loans?
They're actually good. It's just making sure that the house qualifies for an FHA loan.
Yes. Yeah. Good. So how can Summit Mortgage help get more offers accepted? And that's why we have our 10K seller's guarantee. So it is an added layer of protection. what we do, I'll get into it a little bit more, but what it is another document on top of, in addition to a pre-approval. And it is a $10,000 guarantee letter by Summit Mortgage that is executed with a purchase agreement. This is a sample of what the $10,000 guarantee looks like. This will be a PDF that, again, will be in addition to the pre-approval that you're already submitting on with your offer. Now, how do you get your client a guaranteed letter? Great question. Great question. First, connect them with me. So throughout the process, we always do same-day pre-quals. This is Summit Mortgage's philosophy. We always do same-day pre-qualifications, going off of stated income and pulling credit. We request documents to get the pre-approval, and then upon either your request or the borrower's request, we will actually go forth and do the $10,000 underwrite guarantee. So what we do is I'm already in contact with the borrower. I had submitted that pre-qualification, maybe even a pre-approval, but we want to get all of the documentation necessary so that Summit Mortgage can say with full confidence that this person is good to go and that there are going to be absolutely no issues with financing whatsoever. So some of the things that our underwriters are doing, they're going through the AUS findings, they're verifying the mortgage insurance quote, they're running a fraud report, going over the credit report and ensuring that everything within the file and everything within the report is 100% accurate. There's a bankruptcy check, divorce decree, all the documentation that is needed that comes up through the underwriter will be then released as a condition. So these are conditions, this is really key. These are conditions that are released by the underwriter prior to the borrower being under contract. This ensures that your deals are closing on time because it allows me as the loan officer to be extremely proactive with the borrower to ensure that we are all set with underwriting and that we are all set with the conditions. So the loan is submitted to underwriting for the pre-approval. We'll go through the standard underwriting process. Takes a couple of days at the most, We have some rock star underwriters here at Summit Mortgage. And then underwriting determines the conditions required for the pre-approval. And then once an underwriting pre-approval has been received and all non-collateral conditions have been addressed, an underwriting guarantee may be requested at the time of the full pre-approval submission. So we'll actually move into a second level of review after I reach out to the borrower and ensure that all conditions are met. And only the VP of underwriting or a Summit executive officer may issue this underwriting guarantee. That letter you saw right here. We actually have Steve Brown, our CEO. It looks like this one was certified by him. And what that does is it gives you that absolute confidence that your borrower is good to go.
Hey, Ian, sorry to interrupt you, buddy, but you're not sharing your screen with us right here. Like on the computer. I see it in the back of you, but I can't really see it.
Really? Oh, man. Share right here.
Oh, here we go.
Dang. All right. So it wasn't recorded. All right.
Cool. Can everybody see now?
Yeah. Can everybody see?
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for chiming in. Appreciate that.
Really appreciate it. All right. But you guys have been listening all along, so we're good here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll record another one and get that out just so everybody has that background documentation, and then we'll go through questions at the end. But thank you for speaking up. Appreciate it. So as we go through, and so I submit to underwriting, they come back with their conditions. I reach out to the borrower, make sure the borrower meets all the conditions, and then the full that letter that I had shown up here. Guess you guys didn't see it. The 10,000 guarantee to the seller. This is what that document looks like. So it is a PDF on top of your full executed pre-approval, and it can only come from an executive underwriter or our executive team. So some of the limitations of the program, DTI ratio cannot exceed 45%. So we really want to ensure that it's a healthy borrower. Bond programs, we tend to stay away from bond programs, rehab loans, construction loans, USDA, and VA loans that are required to be underwritten by the VA. So where would this really fit in? Well, I like to make it a practice to get all of my borrowers who are approved conventional or approved FHA all set to get this 10,000 guarantee if their debt to income ratio makes sense. And then finally, the claims process. So we get notified of if there is an issue, and our executive team gets involved. Again, the underwrite guarantee is coming from our executive team, so they're already aware of it. It's already well documented. And if there are any issues that arise, they will get involved in the process and make a determination whether what the issue was. Payouts are within 10 days of any issues that are brought up and found to be factual and true. And then we submit a tax form as well, 1099 form, to certify the payment of our 10,000 guarantee. We have not had any issues at all in the market center, and ever since I started working with this program, we haven't had any issues at all because of the regulation and the process to ensure that the borrower is fully vetted and out in the marketplace. And then also a practice that I like to do with my realtor partners is I like to call the listing agent if that's something that's part of your repertoire. Call the listing agent and say, hey, this borrower is fully vetted. Just wanted to say this pre-approval is good to go. And we even took it a step farther with the 10,000 guarantees. So taking it a step farther and building that rapport really goes a long way in getting those offers accepted. So not only the pre-approval, not only the 10K seller's guarantee, but also that phone call for me as well, because we're all in this together. We want to see our borrowers win, and I want to see you win. So here is my information. Feel free to reach out to me. I can see all the attendance here today, so I appreciate you all coming out. With that being said, feel free to give it a scan. Are there any questions about the program or anything that I've covered, or maybe some things that are happening in the marketplace that you want to bring up? We'll start with questions. Let's see.
I had a question. How long, what is yet like the underwriting turnaround time?
Yeah, it's a couple of days. I would say 3 days at the most.
And how quickly
With this 10K guarantee.
with the 10K guarantee?
Yeah, that will produce the conditions, and then I'll be able to communicate with the borrower if there are any conditions that are brought up.
Gotcha. And in terms of overall underwriting for closing, what does that time frame look like?
Yeah, we're very quick. We're doing purchases and.
I mean, I'll chime in on this.
Yeah, here, Josh.
I'll jump in real quick. So with the file, this is a great selling point as well, because you have a fully underwritten file except for the collateral. So the only two pieces left is title and appraisal. So as long as we get title back quickly, which we would be able with the affiliate here in the office with Go Abstract, I've already talked to them. They'll be able to get title back quickly, right?
Mhm.
And appraisals, we order the appraisal right away. As soon as it goes under contract, we could turn around as quick as 2 weeks and close it. So that could be really, really good, especially if
Right.
you have like a seller that needs to close quickly because they got to buy a home or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
This will strengthen your offer and give you more options to negotiate to
Mhm.
get these buyers under contract. So
Right.
it's very, very strong. And if we're putting up 10 stacks as well behind it, now the offer becomes extremely, extremely lucrative to that seller.
Mhm. Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I think, Anna, you had a question here. Anna's here with us live, so we're going to pan to Anna here real quick.
So I guess my question is pre-approval, because obviously everything there's deadlines for everything. I mean, something goes live the same day, it goes under contract the same day, and they're asking for best final the same day.
Mhm.
So obviously, will that 10K guarantee could that be part of that pre-approval?
Correct, absolutely. So normally in those situations, you're correct. You're going to be putting multiple offers in different price points. So pretty much what we do is when we put that 10K guarantee in, we're going to put it for the top of your client's price point. So it's almost like a pre-approved credit card saying, okay, they're good up to 500,000. If you get them under contract at 485, well, if we say they're good up to 500, then 485, they'll be fine as well. So it's not like we got to re-underwrite the file for every offer that we put in. We're going to set it up for success from the beginning and give you that latitude to play within that sandbox to negotiate your deals. Yep. Good, great question now. Yep. Anybody else have any questions on the program or maybe any specific situations that you have right now? If you're working with any buyers that you've been showing a lot of homes, losing a lot of offers, here's a safe space to talk about it, get some best practices, not only with us, but there's other real estate professionals in the room here as well that we could all chime in and help you out, because the whole goal here is to help you close more deals by getting these buyers under contract. So if you have any challenges or what if scenarios, let's have an open forum and openly discuss about it.
So how would this look good for, like, from a I guess a buyer's point of view? Is it because the buyer has already gone through part of the underwriting process and it's not and it doesn't look like, well, it looks like that they're going to be clear to close, so it's not going to be an underwriting issue when it's time to actually go to settlement? Is that
100%. Yep. So if you notice in this market, right, we have a lot of listing agents that operate in fear, right?
right?
They're so worried about accepting offers, right? So what listing agents are doing is they're being extremely picky and they're going off of the cream of the crop. Why?
Right.
Because they have the ability to do so. So all the offers that come in, they're taking the FHA and VA offers and throwing them off to the wayside, and are only looking at those
Absolutely.
conventional offers, right?
Mhm.
Because the perception is that a conventional buyer is better than FHA, right? Because we all know it's tougher to qualify for a conventional loan. More times than not, conventional is looking for the higher credit scores, right? The lower debt ratios, more money down.
Mhm.
It's a safer bet. But approved is approved in the lending world, right? I always say
I agree.
green is green, right? So if I get 400,000 to the closing table, whether it be FHA, VA, or conventional, does it really matter to the seller, right? Because if the seller's getting their price, your client's getting the house, right? That fits right within Keller Williams, win-win, right? Or no deal. So everybody's going to win. What we're saying is, hey, this FHA borrower, even though you might be turning your nose up at it, we have them fully underwritten, approved. So we're good with their credit. We're good with their income. The only thing we're waiting on is clean title and an appraisal. That's it. And I'm so confident we did our due diligence with this FHA buyer up front. I'm willing to put $10,000 on the line. So you don't have to take my word for it, right? Because there's a lot of LOs out there. Oh yeah, they're pre-approved, or, oh, we have a platinum or diamond approval. That's nice, but where's the money at, right? I put my money where my mouth is. And that's what's going to set you apart from everybody else, because everybody else is going to be pre-approved. you're going to be pre-approved plus a $10,000 guarantee. So if everybody's at 400,000, if you're the listing agent, which one are you going to pick?
The one that's already going through the underwriting process. And we know that
Correct.
they're clear.
Exactly. So that's the whole point about it is we got viable buyers. We all do, that we just can't get under contract because of the perception is they're not as good as that conventional 20% down, right? But if we can change the thinking or that perception of the listing agents, now you got a better shot, right? So now you got a 10K guarantee. Yes, they're also my in-house lender. They have a fiduciary duty to me, my buyer, and my brokerage. This doesn't get any better. I mean, this is a layup. We're right underneath the basket. You know, it's that easy. We're not passing it off. We're dunking it.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Good, good.
Any other questions? Any other questions? All right. Well, I really appreciate you all taking the time to hop on. My contact information is right there. I'm in the office 5 days a week, and then I'm very accessible on the weekends as well to help borrowers update pre-approvals and to answer any questions that you all have. So please don't hesitate to reach out, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Let's get it going.
Yeah. And if you guys have any buyers right now that you're having difficulty getting under contract, get them in front of us. Let's get them eligible for the 10K guarantee and strengthen their offers up. So if you got anybody that you're currently working with, let's get a second opinion. Let's get them in front of us and see if we can get that 10K guarantee on that. And hopefully you can get them under contract that much sooner.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I really appreciate everybody showing up today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.